Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be organizing the area under my sink. I am tired of having no systems down here. It is chaotic and I need to take care of this. I have some bins that I would like to use in addition to the ones I already have down here. But first I started out with just taking everything out of under the sink because this would just allow me to have a clean slate so I can start thinking about how I'm going to reconfigure everything under here. I also want to mention that I have previously posted videos of me organizing my office, my laundry room, the area under the sink of both my restrooms, so if you love organizing as well, then go ahead and check out those videos. Okay, so after wiping down the area under the kitchen sink, I went ahead and categorized all of my cleaning products on the floor just so it makes it easier for me to store them in the different bins that I have. When storing items, I like to categorize them based on the similarity of the cleaning product. So for example, if it's a disinfectant, if it's cleaning vinegar, if it's Raid or any type of cleaning products, I like to group them together. I also like to group them in bins based on how much I use them, so I can determine whether I want to have them easily accessible or if I can store them further back if I don't use them as often. So yeah, I just basically was playing Tetris here, really thinking about what configuration would work best for me given on the products I use more regularly versus the ones that I don't, as well as grouping similar items together just so my brain just makes a connection that, okay, if this multi-surface cleaner is here, then I can also find another multi-surface cleaner in the same bin. And I also found this small tray in my pantry, so I decided to use it to group all of my unused clean sponges and any other brushes so that they are all in one same space consolidated. And here's how the categories are looking for me. I ended up not really using many of the bins. I went ahead and used this stand that was previously under the sink of my restroom. I went ahead and just put it here so I can create two levels and be able to stuff things down here that fit nicely and then be able to utilize the height of under the sink in this way. So yeah, under here I just stored a lot of brushes that I have. I stored some cleaning gloves and just other things that I don't need to access as often. And any of the items that I do use more often, I went ahead and stored more accessibly in the front so that they are just easy for me to grab and I don't have to be searching for them all the way in the back like I used to before. So this is how the under the sink looked like before. Chaotic, no structure, a huge headache, but this is how it looks now. Everything is categorized, it is contained, so no more spills happen, and if they do, then that is a purpose of a secondary container. And all of the items that I frequently use are nice and accessible for me. And I did end up not using these containers, so I will probably hold on to them for a little bit and see where I can repurpose them. If not, I will probably toss them or donate them to Goodwill. The remaining items are just to place this towel rack here as well as my towel to dry my hands. I did decide to actually go ahead and clean other elements around the sink. So I cleaned my dish rack because it had been forever since I cleaned it and it was actually pretty gross. I also decided to clean the sink. I used both products I already had and then I made a mixture of vinegar and baking soda. I just really wanted to make sure the sink is wiped down, clean up any food or debris. I made sure to scrub it in all the right areas, all of the corners, because over time, if I don't get into those areas, it develops mold or it just looks dirty. So yeah, while I was in the cleaning mood, I took advantage and I just went all the way because the kitchen is the place I most dislike cleaning. The restroom too, but I just really hate cleaning the kitchen. So I figured if I was already in this cleaning mood, might as well just take it all the way. So yeah, I don't know what your situation is, what relationship you have with cleaning, especially the kitchen since it has high traffic. We use it a lot since we gotta eat, right? So it's just going to be one of those areas that even though you clean it every day, it just always seems to be dirty, or at least that's my case. But I figured if I implement systems in which everything has a home, I know where to store things, then it'll just make it easier for me to have that upkeep and make sure everything stays tidy. I didn't film an outro because I was just so tired that night, but yeah, I hope that this inspires you to clean up your space. I have slowly been tackling one area of my home little by little so that I can thoroughly and deeply clean my space, because I noticed that I just had not been doing that, and I really want to make sure that I live in a space that is deeply cleaned, that is intentional, that just feels good to come home to or to be in overall. I hope that this series that I have been posting, if you haven't watched the other videos of me organizing my home, go ahead and watch those, but I hope that this entire series has motivated you to clean up your space, to put your home in order, because there is no way that we can attempt to make other things in the external world better if we can't even handle our own home. We have to start within, we have to start at our home, we have to start with our family before we can go and tackle the external world or try to improve other things in our life. I am a believer of that. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for what's to come. Bye.